in India's biggest city. The Kolkata airport, meanwhile, is ready for a fresh takeoff as airlines rev their aircraft engines in anticipation of resumption of flights. The Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose airport gave finishing touches to new travel protocols in the COVID-19 era. Special scanning machines and sanitizers will be the new normal at Kolkata airport. Kiosks have been set up for contactless experiences. The tickets and ID will be checked at the main entrance and printouts will no longer be compulsory. My colleague Manogya Loiwal gets you this first and exclusive experience of what your airport experience is going to be like.
Travelling will change in case the airports start operating next time. But what will change for a passenger, a common passenger who arrives at the airport? A lot would have changed. I'm here at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Terminal, a terminal that has a traffic of around 75,000 passengers per day. How will they handle it? Well, there will be a dip in the passengers, but the challenges are galore. Here, the first step that would be followed is the spraying of disinfectant on the luggage that every person enters with. Next would be use of sanitizers on your hands as you enter this. But that's not all. There will be a further checks also at the entrance. Any entrance will have a distance maintaining as well as the temperature check of any person who enters at the airport. Allowing after this, what next? Tickets and ID cards that you will have to keep handy. And how do you do that? Without even getting in touch with the CISF, this is the next process that will be followed. That means there will be a machine that will be used as a scanner here. The scanning machine will take your ID cards. You will also have to, I've been asked to open the mask also so that they know that this is the same person that is showing in the ID card. And with that, as I show my ID card and I also remove the mask to ensure and confirm to the CISF officials that this is the same passenger who has the ticket and the ID card who will be entering the airport. Post this, there will be a lot of maintenance and a lot of process that you will have to follow every time. As soon as you walk up to the kiosk, there will be no manual contact at all. That means that every person who walks into the airport will be there at a counter. Someone from the airlines will be deployed at the counter with these marks being made on the entire stretch. That means that any person who comes, he has to stand in a queue at this distance and then walk up to these counters. Walking up to these counters means not touching them, showing your mobile phone or your ticket with your ID card, and then collecting the ticket. So any person who is operating the kiosk will be only one person identified from the airline. This also simplifies the process of reducing the touch of surface as well as ensuring that least number of people touch the screen also. Post this, that's not all. The collection of the boarding pass will then ensure that you move up to the next counter. These counters are the ones which will have again maintenance of social distancing here. That means that there will be a distance of at every counter as soon as you walk in. Every passenger, there will be a spacing that has to be maintained, and the person sitting on the other side of the counter will also not have any contact. That means as soon as you walk up to the counter, there will be a screen like this that would have been made by then, with only one of the two counters operating to ensure that the social distancing norm is not flouted. As you show the ID card, you show your ticket, you collect, you just drop in your luggage. Now here's an interesting point. What happens to the luggage tag? The baggages will be tagged by the passengers themselves. That means the baggage that will be brought in, you will also get your baggage tag with the ticket as soon as you take it from the kiosk, and that's when you walk in, you tag your bag and you leave it. That is the process that will be followed to ensure that there is least possible surface interference or surface and touch of any kind that is reduced to the maximum possible level for now.
And coming up next, we're getting you a heartbreaking